100,000, 140,000. Now even last time 185,000. So I mean, this way there's no credible information with these people who are mentioned these numbers. But Lord Nesby, he got a lot of sources for this information. Those are governmental, High Commission officials and people who are experts in these areas. So these are the people who gave these numbers, whereas we can consider or we can assume, because I mean, not like something we hear from here and there. These are the real sources for this information, and as we all know, aware that the British government, the British High Commission Defence Attaché at that time, Anton Gash, so his dispatch are the base of this information. Then Major General John Holmes and even US ambassador at that time, so Blake. So he has given his own figure. So I mean, we cannot assume that these kind of responsible people who represent their governments will mention something silly or mention something vague or mention something based on their assumptions, their own assumptions. No, they got their credible information for them. So that's how they analyze all these defense matters while they are working in other areas, because these defense matters are very important to their governments. So they always do the correct thing. So based on these things, even we will come to know that there's no such numbers in I mean 100,000, 185,000, 145,000. No way that we could have that kind of deaths at the end of this terrorism. We call it humanitarian war, humanitarian operation, because we rescue 300,000 people from clutches of this, Tamil Tigers. So therefore, that itself is a very credible information. So far we got against these allegations. Therefore, I think these very much support our colleagues' statements with regards to genocide. There's no genocide in Sri Lanka. There's no discrimination as such in Sri Lanka. I mean, whatever we face as the Sri Lankans in our country are the same, because those are not, we categorize those grievances as economical. So economical reasons are common everywhere in Sri Lanka. So this is basically an economic issue, not a political or not a discrimination. There's no major, minorities are suppressed or discriminated by majority. As Sri Lankans, we also face the same thing. In fact, minorities are the most privileged, I think, segment in our society when we are comparing to other countries. Other countries, they don't have this kind of openings for them. There are laws, suppress, I would say, the minorities. But in Sri Lanka, there's no such, bylaw or systematic things are not in our law and the constitution to suppress or discriminate minorities. So that is the bottom line. All what we are hearing today are based on different political agenda, based on the political agenda. That is not limited to Tamil politicians. That is common for the Sinhala, the government, politicians, whoever handle this case. They have not done in a proper way. That's why this issue has come to this stage where today people who are talking about that, they are really not aware of the roots of the cause. So that is the most dangerous thing. Now we are talking about end of the humanitarian operation. Now based on that, so if somebody demand for a separate country for a particular ethnic group, so it is not correct. As a Sri Lankan, I can assure that we all can live in harmony. There's no issue, because we personally, I myself personally got a lot of Tamil friends, and we have helped I mean, during the difficult times, because I am based in Colombo, so in Colombo, we know that it's not a secret. You know that also the political issues were behind. Some politicians, they want to capitalize the situation and stay in the power. That is not for Tamil politicians. That is common for the Sinhala rulers as well. So both sides, they want to use this issue for their to be in the power. So that is the main point. So people, as you know, common people, Tamils, Muslims, and Sinhalas, we should understand what is behind all these issues. Therefore, we have to get united, and we should choose people who can rule us, and people who can, the rulers who can allow us to live in harmony, live in peace. So that is the most important thing. So therefore, there's no such discrimination, no such genocide in Sri Lanka. Thank you.
Thank you.